We were sent here to exterminate the alien infestation.
No. We were sent here to retrieve data. They said there was a possibility of an infestation.
We've now witnessed that possibility being a guarantee.
You have no idea.
And considering you're the go-lucky, love everybody alien, you're not really the type to exterminate all aliens.
But, what's inside senses you all.
I will start whispering prayers of the Emperor the second I see the egg sac. And basically asking any him of sorts for his guidance and his blessings.
You can certainly try.
Did you want me to make any kind of roll or anything?
Does it say you need a roll?
No, it's just what my character's doing.
Oh, okay. Then, no. No need.
I can roll singing to see how nice I sing.
Sure.
Let's not, so we don't draw more attention to ourselves.
She's whisper singing. It's a chant. You can tell her not to.
No, that seems blasphemous.
No, it's just not like she's like screaming, booming it. She's just softly humming a chant of the Emperor.
These creatures pop out.
May the Omnissiah grant me strength.
Hey! 3 degrees of success.
On what?
On another Xenos roll. One.
Okay. You know these to be mega arachnids.
Yeah, I start firing.
Yeah, me too.
Nope.
I go in.
Initiative, please.
Alright.
I forgot how to do initiative.
Look it up.
That's 1d10 plus your agility bonus.
Here we go, initiative.
1d10 plus agility?
Look. So if you have a 30, it's a plus 3.
Oh boy. There we go.
One d10 plus agility.
Plus the first number of agility.
Agility
Yeah.
bonus.
Oh, okay. The first number of your agility. Okay.
Yep.
Almost.
Okay, let me do this. D10 plus. Okay, great. You get to go first.
So, anyways, I started blasting.
No, you don't.
I don't.
You don't have line of sight. Currently, there's a tech priest blocking your way. Also, your angle is very bad.
Can I lean around him?
I don't know. Can you lean around corners in this game?
That is a you call.
I'm going to say no.
Can I squeeze past him?
You can move through your ally spaces, yes.
So that would be 4, which is my movement. Now I start blasting.
Ballistic skill. Or
I thought I could.
roll with your weapon.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Okay, you miss.
Not by much, though.
Or what do I do? I roll toughness or agility?
No. Like you said, I missed by 2, so.
Yeah. So anything else you gonna do?
I got nothing off the top of my head that I can do.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I can get a second attack or not, so.
Then this guy's gonna scuttle on up to you. And swipe at you.
And misses again.
And misses. So your Kroot Warriors next.
Let's see. He is. Holding while I quickly remember I forgot to put in his weapons testing. So to keep us going, if you would like.
Alright, this Mega Arachnid's gonna rush over. And swing at the Kroot. Misses. So, Tech Priest, it's your turn.
Alright, can I reach over my ally to get a swing at this guy?
Yes, you can swing at anything that is within,
Melee? Perfect. Perfect. Alright. As the Omnissiah wills, destruction be upon ye. As I use Swift Attack. Yeah, Swift Attack. And as a full action, make 2 melee attacks against this thing. I do not believe there's any modifiers here. Not for weapons, anyways.
not that I'm aware of.
That's the first.
Misses.
And second.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Alright. 13 impact damage. This is a shocking weapon. And if any damage goes through, he must make a toughness check to avoid getting stunned.
It failed its toughness test, so it is stunned.
How much damage does it take?
It takes, so it's a pen of 2. Oh, where'd you hit it? Roll me a D100.
Alright. I smacked its
Right leg.
right leg, yeah.
So, pen of 2, that reduces it to 1. It takes 12 damage.
Okay, it is stunned for 6 rounds, as it gets stunned for half the damage I deal.
It is severely fucked up, by the way. But it is alive.
Perfectly fine. And that's my turn.
Alright, this Mega Arachnid's gonna come here and swing at the crew. Fucking misses. Then, this one's gonna come here and swing at the crew. Missing again! Holy shit, there's a lot of misses on these guys. Alright, Sister of Battle, it is your turn.
Alrighty.
Should we say she's moved up here with the group, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably, like, right there.
Alrighty. Oh, come on. What? Those are eggs, right?
Well, there were eggs. Now there's Mega Arachnids.
Gotcha. So they're leftovers. Is this a wall here?
This is a wall.
That line? Alright, so this is a door up here?
Yes.
Okay. Can you go through people in your game or no?
Yes. You can go through allies.
Okay. So there isn't really anywhere for me to go in there, so I will... Do I have a line of fire without hitting friendlies from my location?
Not really.
Alright, then I will hold my action, because I can't do anything
Yeah,
without hurting friendlies.
it might have been better if y'all let them come to you, you know?
Mm-hmm. I can't do anything, so I will continue my prayer for the Emperor, waiting for an opportunity.
Gotcha.
Can you shoot through enemies or your allies to hit your enemies or not?
No, not these weapons. Fully automatic and or flame. No.
But you totally could, Barlow. You have a single fire weapon.
Yep.
I am ready to fire the Kreutz weapon when I can.
Let me see if my Stormbolter is
I will
single shot.
shoot the one at the very bottom with my railgun.
Okay, go ahead and click the roll
No,
button on your railgun.
I can single shoot.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
You
I
still
didn't think I could.
You still don't really have line of sight on anything, though.
Okay, that's the issue.
Yeah. That's the main issue. Yes. Oh, you miss horribly. And then the Kroot can go now.
I do not know where the stats for a mono knife is.
It's just a knife with a mono enchantment on it, which is 2 pen. So it would be a
I'll deal with
D5,
that here in a second.
and it loses its primitive quality.
Yeah, I'm officially hating these sheets.
Well, Grave, it's your turn again.
Oh, now that it's closer.
Go with your shock maul.
Power Maul.
Oh, power maul. Oh, fuck yeah! Look at that. 3.4 degrees of hit. How much damage? 15. Uh, 15 with 4 penetration? Yeah, this guy is. Give me a location roll real quick.
What is that? D10?
D100.
26.
Really, it's 2d10, but 26. Left arm. Yep, it is dead. You kill it in one hit. And it was this one, right?
The one directly, this one.
Yep. Okay. You didn't even have to do that much damage, but because of the tech priest, but you fucked him up. It is dead. You can now move through that space if you wanted to.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's not really attacks of opportunity in this game, I don't think.
Um, I think
That's
there is if you're doing certain maneuvers, but not like D&D, I don't think.
Yeah. Only for certain maneuvers is there an attack of opportunity, from what I read. But that was that arachnid. So Kroot's turn.
okay.
So that would be, I looked it up. There is no attack of opportunities in this system. However, it is GM's called a house rule, things like of that nature.
We're gonna
Ah, okay.
take a
Well,
half
I'm
step
trying to
back.
play it as close to the game as possible, so
There you go then.
yeah.
Gonna put a yeah, and then he is going to move out of the way.
Alright. This Mega Arachnid is gonna give chase on you, Brave. And try to stab you with its sighting claws.
Just too quick for it.
Yeah, seems so. Tech Priest. Gavel.
All right. There's none really close. When they do approach, will my allies behind me have an opportunity to attack the one here, or no?
Yes, they would.
Okay. Then I'm gonna hold my position as I get ready to attack the first one that comes near me, I suppose.
Okay, you're gonna hold your action to attack.
That's the plan.
Gotcha.
Actually, specifically, I'll wait for this one. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Well, this one's gonna move forward. And try to scything claw you.
Alrighty.
With very bad success. Meaning no success. This one is gonna move in. I'm gonna just move this guy off the map real quick. Move in up here. Over his dead friend and give you a scything claw. Handshake.
Wouldn't there be a wall right there?
No, technically, as long as it's within 5 feet of a target, it can attack. It's the same logic as in D&D where you can attack diagonally and stuff.
Alrighty. Well, thankfully I was on the defensive, and now I can attack myself.
Yeah.
Would you say I would be able to use multiple attacks in this case, or no?
Since you held your action, you would only get your action, not any bonus action.
Okay, so I would get a full action, or would I just get a half action? That's the important thing.
Okay, so you would get a half action.
Okay, I will use that half action then to specifically attack this one over on the side, which is much harder for the ranged users to hit. But a swing for 1.6 with 17 impact damage.
Holy shit. Yeah, you just immediately. Well, actually, give me a location roll.
Sure. That is another leg.
Okay, you slam it down into the leg and then bring it back up and mechanically slam it down on its head and crush it, just killing it. It twitches and writhes before going still.
There appears to be a cold indifference as I stare down at the body. The Omnissiah does not forgive.
The other two mega arachnids don't seem to care that you've killed at least two of its allies.
Okay, so we all I just looked it up. Full actions are things like grappling, as an example. A standard attack is a half action. You get two. You cannot do the same two half actions. So, like, you can aim and fire,
But you can't fire
but you can't
twice.
fire and fire, right? But like, if you're like me and you're two-handed, you can fire and hit.
Yeah.
So now we know.
Yes.
Oh, there's a nice little chart. I will
You
copy
can
that.
actually shoot this one now. Himiko,
As
Yes.
you can actually shoot this one.
All right. I will. I will shoot it. I'll do a
If you want to do an
first
aim,
do half aim.
I just posted the table out of Rogue Trader in the resources.
yep. Half aim
I
for
will
10
half aim.
bonus for 10
Yeah.
bonus to hit.
Yep. And I gotta get used to this. Give me a second. I gotta figure out how to roll on this character sheet. All right.
You go down to your weapon that you want to use and hit the R button, and then a box
Yeah, now
will
it
pop
says
up
modifiers.
for modifiers, and then you're gonna put the 10 in there for your
Well, I get a neg because neg 10 because of the burst, and I get a plus 10 because of the half aim. So I get a plus 10 straight up modifier because of the red dot scope.
right.
But I also get a plus 30 to hit because it's basically point blank range.
So you hit
Sure that yes, it's within 3 meters.
So you push the R button, and what's your modifier? Your ballistics?
Huh?
No, modifiers are basically like the range of it,
Right.
and
The upgraded character sheet has the range modifiers that you can select from a drop down.
right. We'll be switching to that character sheet next
Yeah.
week.
So do I have to put in the other
range
modifiers?
in
Yeah.
in
For
all
this
that?
one?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I got a plus 40.
To note, Barlow, if you aim and do that, you get the same bonus. You also have a red light on.
Okay, so I hit with 5 degrees of success, means it hits with 4 rounds because of the storm bolter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tearing, which I already did that. And then
give me a D100.
yeah. So okay.
Or a 2D10.
Which do you prefer?
Whichever you prefer. I don't care.
Idiot. So 4 rounds hit.
So 4 rounds hit its right leg and shear it off, and it's enough damage to make it bleed out and die. The drones aren't all that strong.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want me to roll damages separately? Or do you want to just take the 1 damage roll and apply it for 4 rounds?
I just
That is up
applied
to
it.
you.
I just applied it for all 4 rounds.
Okay. So they were 15 each.
It was
Yep.
already dead.
It was dead before
Oh, yeah.
before it knew it.
And she'll say, as she pulls the trigger for the Emperor,
Yeah! Oh, the Emperor!
4 rounds used. Okay. That is all I'm doing.
And then it is your turn, Barlow.
Move down to there, and I will shoot that Xeno, that giant arachnid.
All right, it is within 3 meters, so you get plus 40.
Hold on a second. I have to eat. I'll be right back.
Okay, doc. Well, we're actually gonna be done here in like 30 minutes. So.
There's
Hello?
mission. Achievement of 2 degrees.
Yeah, we get done at 11.
Okay.
2 degrees of success and 12 of penetration. And 16 impact damage.
Okay. Give me a. Well, it doesn't matter actually because you have 12 pen. So.
You don't need a hit location, or it
No.
just goes. The whole thing goes splat.
Yeah, it just basically explodes all over Grave. A green viscous ichor just. Thankfully, it's not acid.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Please be kind to check your fire next time.
I pull my railgun back and I blow on the barrel. Completely superior to Imperium weapons.
I mean, whatever you say, Dirty Xeno.
So, uh, what do now? You're out of combat.
Magos, if you please be so kind as to get the information we need and set this place to self-destruct.
Well, actually, you need to go to the third lab in order to get the information that you need. Because their computer systems are on separate things.
We will
Reasons.
need to make various detours to get the information, but we can arrange it for when, after we are done, a trigger can be issued to destroy the
Yes,
facility.
though
For
I
now,
because unfortunately these are the ones that are capable of breathing without an atmosphere.
truly unfortunate that means the plan for suffocating them goes out the window. As I march along over to the computers, and I will begin a technological diagnostic to get us a map of the area, as well as any information I can glean from the computer here.
Sure, as soon as you have a map, I will actually reveal the rest of the map.
Also, this place wouldn't happen to have internal security systems, would it?
If it did, they probably are destroyed at this point.
Well, no, I'm actually asking him to double check that, because if they are just not turned on, let's turn them on so we know where the shit these things are.
I will see if they are functional, let alone if they are in acceptable parameters. Alright, I'll throw a tech use check. Same bonuses.
Yep. Also, does your crew want to eat one of those mega arachnids?
Would it be safe to?
It's a fucking Kroot.
I will point out that they actually have internal laws against eating Tyranids, so
These aren't Tyranids.
that's fair. Sure, why not? He'll take a nibble.
He can now breathe
Okay,
in
that
space.
is.
Awesome. I will add that to his sheet.
Alright, that is 8
for
successes.
exactly 1 week. He can breathe in space. But that right there, beautiful, beautiful degrees of success. You the internal defense systems are not operational. But you do get a map.
Am I also lucky enough to get a live feed to discern if there are any enemies within certain areas?
Unfortunately not. A lot of the security cameras have been covered up.
Understandable. It appears that the only salvageable thing is data on the rooms. The cameras themselves might not be able to provide the feed we're looking for, which
That's
is unfortunate, but expected. Security operations are offline and inoperable, most likely due to the threat in question.
that's
Thus,
fair.
I conclude security will not be able to help us. It is just our guns and wits against these vile Xenos.
Their claws and wits against yours.
Okay. Less words. Grab what data there is on the server. I mean, let's at least get something salvageable out of all of this, and then let's get going.
Will do. And I will make a copy of whatever data I can scrounge up from this terminal. If only to.
There may
Okay.
be more supplies, by the way, in the security room.
If you wish to take a detour, there might be something of interest within the security room. it doesn't appear that all the guards were able to secure their armaments before things went south.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
All right. And I think with that, we'll end it for right now since Himiko had to go for dinner.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So
And not have to go through that kind of combat again.
yes. Uh, so XP for today. I am giving you. Let's see, what are these guys for? I'm giving you 400 XP.
Squirrel, you still with us?
Yeah?
Okay.
Oh,
Kind of.
you couldn't hear me
Kind of.
because I was. Okay. What I was saying was, you're gonna get 400 XP. Please spend it
Sorry.
before next week.
Alright. We need to swap over to the new system as well, right?
Yes, I will do that immediately after we're done here.
Alrighty.
Well, no. We need to take screenshots and also grab Zach's sheet. If you want to make it visible to me, I can do that myself.
Yeah. So, actually, I will switch it over tomorrow morning. So you have until I wake up tomorrow to take your screenshots and stuff. There you go, Brave. And yeah. Got any questions for me before I head off?
Nope, sounds good.
No, I'm good.
Alright, so by next week, you should have everything baked into the new sheet. Hopefully, things will actually roll next week instead of having to deal with that bullshit.
Yeah, hopefully. Ah, well.
And